morning, Ambazonia. Today, na Friday, number 8 day for the month of October 2021. My name na Capo Daniel. This one na my daily podcast for now. Welcome, fellow Ambazonians. We go to start today with La République du Cameroon act of terrorism for inside the great state of Bui for Kikaikom. La République du Cameroon, their forces they ran launch a raid for inside Kikaikom, burning down villages. But before we start, we go want to give a general knowledge for all Ambazonian fighters them, the lone wolves and all groups them, where they listen for we, so that me them to then get less in wood and lenam for Santa. As the Ambazonian Defense Forces them, they be deploy a special unit for use a sniper rifle for shoot Diongote, the chief terrorist from La République du Cameroon, where they visit Ambazonia. For that attack for Santa, then shoot them, the bullet it no be go. And the reason why it be happen that way, where they use now another gun, the wrong gun for shoot them, a gun of a lesser caliber. Now the thing that way he give Diongote the life where he take him, like they will finish it for inside Santa. The problem where it happen, we would want share and for all Ambazonian forces that were ground and for all lone wolves, we don't know who say go help some person. Now say we are expert they tell we say there is a difference between American made guns, standard military gun for America M16 and AK-47. Even though the bullet them they feel look the same for American gun or against Russian gun and European gun, you know if you mix the bullet them. If na bullet them for Russian AK-47, only use that bullet them now for the Russian made. Even though if it fit inside the M16 or the one that for M16 if it fit inside the AK, no mix the bullet them. If you mix the bullet, it go jam inside the gun. That gun go be useless for inside the battlefield because you go need to broke down all the gun again before if you fix them. So now wait till it happen where bullet jam gun, sniper gun it become useless. He spared Diongote. I think say God be want and say me leave, go testify about Ambazonia independence for Bamenda. Would want to congratulate General Okoro and the picking them for the wonderful strike and the wonderful job with them do for Martin Zeng. He then send a very powerful message for La République du Cameroon. We thank all the forces the way they come, the partner force, sister force the way they come from Mancon, Tabiquifon. We also thank the forces them for 7 Qatar, where they come up with their also rocket launcher, and all the forces the way they come for Kahela with Bamenda, and the one the way they don't pay the ultimate price. 3 soldiers in all then die for inside Bamenda. Lion also be die before the thing do what happened just for preparation them. Then you also get Sumoli and one other fighter away, you know, be clear for putting name outside. They don't pay the ultimate price for our freedom. 2 missions they be disrupted. 1 action for around Ayaba Hotel be prematurely disrupted, as well as the one for Munankwe. But one for reassure our people, say we have to keep on walking.
The highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are.
Words of wisdom from Martin Luther King. An inspiration for Ambazonia.
You must have, as a basic principle, the determination to achieve excellence in your various fields of endeavor. You're going to be deciding as the days and the years unfold what you will do in life, what your life's work will be. And once you discover what it will be, set out to do it and to do it well. This is the most important and crucial period of your lives, for what you do now and what you decide now at this age may well determine which way your life shall go. And the question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. And I want to suggest some of the things that should be in your life's blueprint. Number one in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth. And always feel that your life has ultimate significance. Secondly, we must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
That was an inspiration from Martin Luther King as he champions the American move for the emancipation of the black people. And at the same message, we are one for Senam today for Ground Zero. In any endeavor like this journey, we collectively as a people would take up for free ourselves from Cameroon occupation and Cameroon rule and domination, so that no generation of our children or our children's children will face the destitution, poverty, hardship, torture, humiliation we would not face them with La Republic for over 60 years. We need to make sure we seize this opportunity and do everything that we can with everybody as the code of the ADF fight like this war depend on you and you alone. Martin Luther say, if you cannot run, walk. If you know if you walk, walk out with your knee. Keep on moving. Have a blueprint. When I remember the plan of the Ambazonia Governing Council with Dr. Cho Ayaba Idan present for we. Now a person where Idan do everything humanly possible, work with every leader in our history for make sure the dream for the Southern Cameroon it come true, we will be free from La Republic occupation. Through this experience, Idan put before we a plan where Idan be able for sustain this resistance to this moment. No matter the rising up of the lawyer, no matter the declaration of our independence, if Inobidan declare and invoke the right of self-defense for Ground Zero for Daddy, all those things would have been useless. Nevertheless, it could have also been useless, his effort, if those things were not done. So everything happened for a purpose, and every person have a role to play. And that role everybody must play. We must have millions of eyes on the enemies. We must have every Ambazonian civilian willing and able to strike La Republic where they can do so safely. If you cannot run, walk. If you cannot fight, look for a way. Even if La Republic the chop for place where you feel finish and do something for day, you do them. The enemies need to be brought down. Martin Luther King, he don't talk about a vision. When I don't see the ADF, he don't rule out 3 of the vehicles. Now when I don't see them, out of the 7 vehicles, they will get them. The specific number actually be classified. We don't show how we don't dig road with hand for link ourselves with Biafra. We don't show the international community will be capable for move people and equipment across the border without Cameroon and Nigerian successfully intercepting or stopping us. We are very sure they cannot and they don't have the capability and they will never be able to control our border. When I see for the whole war, no country never ever win war with their forces they work on for food. We don't show una motorized brigade for the ADF. They are commando demonstrate and for una say thousands of soldiers if it take oath, the same oath be under one leadership and if it be coordinated across the nation by central command. We don't show una motorized unit for sure una say if we move troops them from one place to another without any problem, because you know if you win war with work our foot. No man for the international community, you know if you observe you with work only with foot. We've been seeking the way you fear for driving for roads on time, then the feel say or then get some hopes if you can win. We don't show this capability for the international community. We don't project the strength. We will get them. We will not know say they for Ambazonia, where La Republic and the enemy they try for cover up and for sure say need to exist. We don't show a high degree of the capability of taking over a bigger city for our town, Bamenda, for the September 1 last year operation will be taken for take over Bamenda. We are already demonstrating for the field, for send that message for the enemy and for the international community. We'll get soldier them enough who fit take over Bamenda and Boya and maintain law and order, for provide a nursery and a home where an Ambazonian government fit be set up for serve the people them in a free homeland. We fit do that one without the help of the international community. We don't see our capability for open schools them for our picking them, teach them, provide them uniform, free education for over 60% of picking the way they go for our community school, and for allocate position them for the private school and mission school the way they don't accept condition them for be term and gain the status of community schools. We don't see the robustness of our international engagement, creating an alliance and successfully having a resolution passed in a European Parliament in the Basque country in Spain that has 3 senators to back it up. We don't see our success with our own effort to gain the European endorsement of the European Institute of Peace. These are not things that people did for us. These are not things that are offered to us by the enemy as a way out. These are things that came about as a result of the endorsement of the strategy of Dr. Cho. By Dr. Cho, ADF going from the diaspora on the ground and recruiting soldiers, staying with them in the bush to raise them up to fight La République du Cameroon. We have inspired other forces as the mother force of Ambazonia, and we have shown our people that yes, we can beat La République du Cameroon. We have convinced the generation that thought that Ambazonians could not carry gun, we did not know how to shoot, that we can learn and do anything if we put our mind to it. We have the right vision and the right institution, we can accomplish it. We have shown our people that we can be democratic and civil. In the governing council, we have had free and fair elections, open to every member to stand in as a candidate. We have challenged the leadership of our leader, Dr. Cho Ayaba, with a young, vibrant Ambazonian, our DC who challenged him in an election. Dr. Cho Ayaba have a term limit of 4 years, after which he must step down as the leader of the Ambazonian Governing Council without any dispute. We have managed your money without any complaint from within and without. You have seen the result with the materials we have put on the ground and the structure we have put to make sure that there is accountability beyond reproach. There are people who still see the insider attack, the Trojan horse that we face, that in every turn provoke us and attack us, call on the death of our soldiers, and we have acted to always choose reconciliation, arresting their soldiers, talking to them and letting them go. We have given Ambazonian people a hope that Ambazonia will be free. There is no chance that we are going to have the war, the type of war that the Southern Sudans have. And even if it comes to that, Southern Sudans will be much better off going through that war and coming out of the tunnel free and be able to govern themselves and build their own economy. Southern Cameroonians should be rest assured that we have forces in all the 13 states, commanders from all the regions. There is no way La République will arm Le Bialem to cause a civil Sudanese type of war in Ambazonia. There is no way they will arm even Bakwere people to wage a civil war if we have independence. The scenario of a South Sudan in Ambazonia can only work if French Cameroon troops are brought in by Sako and Chris Ano if we win independence. The chances for those troops to blend within our community have zero chances to succeed. The only reason why Southern Sudan had their civil war was because they had members on both sides that were military men that had trained soldiers on the ground to fight for them. We know that Chris Anu and Sako, who are the instigator and propagator of insider attack against the ADF, do not have that capability, do not have that wisdom. They are lazy people. They have never done so. They have relied on paying people here and there. They don't have the capability of bringing civil war in Southern Cameroon. Their own soldiers have rejected their ideology of attacking ADF and to promote La République propaganda that ADF do not exist and ADF do not fight for Ambazonia. They have rejected it. Those rejections should be a sign to our people that Ambazonians are not stupid. We are wise enough, we are more smarter than the Southern Sudanese as we attended self-rule before any other black state in Africa. Ambazonians should be rest assured that even if we have to go through South Sudan scenario, we will come out better off than being with La Republique. The chances for us to go through a South Sudan-like civil war is below 5%. It will not happen. If you cannot walk, if you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, creep. If you cannot creep, crow, waka with your belly. Ambazonia need to continue for move on. The Jangote, he visit, he don't show say we don't bring down Cameroon for the level way they do na propaganda. The waka right La Republique for people that are building them. They frighten them, say me they no wipe them. La Republique is present for our country, it don't become now a writing. Their time, it don't finish, we don't defeat them. But for we for accomplish this mission, we go need for align ourselves and collaborate with every group. And any group where the talk say that the one ban other one or na only them, fi fight na them get exclusive right, that group then become na the main problem. And na the only hope for La Republique, and na the only reason why it will quench the international community the appetite for intervene timely. Ambazonians must think of themselves highly. We must think about our self-worth and our dignity. And know say we deserve nothing but independence. We cannot entertain those who are burning down our villages, coming to parade our cities with envelopes of money, while we allow those who represent us or claim to represent us to collect those money. We can't allow that. We deserve better. We cannot associate with a country that thinks that we are part of its country without any justification against our will, against international law. We cannot entertain anything less than our rights, which is our right for self-determination. As we have decided, it is independence, so shall it be. There is no turning back. There is no compromise in this. Ambazonians must do what it takes. We have demonstrated that it is possible. We have kicked out La Republique out of 80%. I mean 80% of our territory do not have a single La République du Cameroun SDO or DO, or their mayors, parliamentarians, or whatever administrative representative that they have. We have delegitimized them. They do not have any proper representation from our territories. We have delegitimized their fraudulent elections in our territories. They have been forced to create the House of Chiefs, not because they like the chiefs, but because they need some form of legitimacy. And even that, no chief that residents in Ambazonia, any significant percentage of them participate in that their charade. And the few ones that do so, we will have to make sure that they will answer for that crime of betrayal. We physically liberated zone in Ambazonia, over 30% liberated zone where we have set up transitional authority, guarantee peace. We are now developing an Ambazonian economy independent of that of La République du Cameroun. We have the intelligence, we have the manpower, we have the specialty, we have the dedication, we have the selfless individual that can do the job. No matter how much longer truth will make some of our people for selfish interest, to open their hands to La République du Cameroun, to choose the way of becoming liars, murderers, thieves, corrupt people, fake people, impostors. There will be many more Ambazonians who will remain upright, dedicated, selfless, liberators of our people. Ambazonians should have hope and should invest in self-defense and liberation. It is time to free our homeland, and we can do that. Yes, we can. God bless you. Capo Daniel, signing off.